What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. Today, man, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, what we're going to be getting into, man, I want to shout out to The Truth Is for uploading this video for us to react to today, man. This is Blac Chyna's mom, Tokyo Toni, all right, exposes the Illuminati, exposes Hollywood's secret, all right, when it comes to Blac Chyna. So let's get into the video without further ado. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell the Agent Mama, tell the Uncle Joey, still a hoe. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's get it.
A few weeks back, I made a video on Tokyo Toni, the mother of Blac Chyna, after she made claims that the Illuminati had gotten her daughter. Tokyo Toni was on a live looking devastated after she discovered Blac Chyna had taken the oath.
You are done out here. They gonna get you. They gonna get you next. I didn't say it, I'm prepared for it. I really am. They're gonna tear her down. They're gonna put her on drugs. She don't speak up for herself. She don't. She's sitting in that house like, I'm just done with it. I'm definitely afraid of her. I swear to God, she would sacrifice me for more.
Man, that shit be scary as fuck, bro, because when you're in that industry, you don't know who the fuck to trust, right? Because you could be the next sacrifice. All right? And that like the mom says, I don't know if I'm going to be sacrificed by her, you know? I don't know, like, what is going to happen, right? Because we've seen so many alleged, right? Alleged mothers and fathers who have been sacrificed to the Illuminati, right? Especially when these celebrities hit their pinnacle and their peak, or they're about to, right? They're on the rise up, and some of their biggest hits come out. We got Kanye. Who else? We got Megan Thee Stallion. We got the baby. All right, just a few examples of alleged, right, parent sacrifices to these celebrities when they're on the come up, right? So I understand where Blac Chyna's mom is coming from, because that's a scary thing to think. Am I going to be sacrificed or not, right? And that's why I don't like to affiliate myself and mix in with certain people, y'all, because I ain't got time for that. Whole time I'm thinking we friends, or whole time I'm thinking that you know we got this cool type of relationship, and next thing you know I'm gone because your ass done sacrificed me, right? Or you're gonna try to get me into some shit, and if I don't go with the agenda, then something gonna happen. So y'all have to be very, very careful, especially if you want to be in this industry, right? It is a dog eat dog world. Nobody gives a fuck about you, man. And there's just so much mind control, manipulation that can happen that your closest friends will turn on you. But anyway.
What is she doing at the Grammys? For what? You ain't dead. When the Illuminati come for Angela, because they gonna come. They gonna come. There's nothing I can do.
And I bet when she came out with this video, y'all, I bet it was motherfuckers like, oh, you crazy. Like, she over-exaggerating. Everybody always talking about the Illuminati. Blase, blase, blah. They never listen when niggas try to tell them.
I don't ever want to go around my daughter again. Not alone.
I don't blame you.
Not without two and a pimp.
That's so sad, man.
I feel marked for with her. Because they do these things. They can get up. Oh, my mama died. Never. Only when the Lord ready. And I got things to do.
As you saw for yourself, Tokyo Toni truly...
She said, I got things to do. Stay the fuck out my way. Daughter or not, my nigga. Like, get the fuck on somewhere.
She appeared worried and concerned for not just her daughter, but for herself as well. She stated that she felt marked for a ritual sacrifice and that she was avoiding Blac Chyna at all costs, claiming that she believed Chyna would eventually sacrifice her for success.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
In the industry. As we just spoke about in my last video, Hollywood's dark history of sacrifices, Kanye admitted that industry sacrifices are happening behind the scenes. In that video, we discussed how today's occultists are making ritual offerings to the same pagan gods the pagans used to sacrifice to ages ago. This is exactly what Tokyo Toni is talking about. Her daughter ritually offering her to a pagan god. I recently came across another interesting video about Tokyo Toni regarding her daughter Blac Chyna. In a recent interview she did, Tokyo confessed that not only her daughter is serving Baphomet, but also the entire industry as well.
Of course.
Alright. It's a Baphomet.
Wow. This is Blac Chyna's tattoo, bro? Wow, bro. That is the Baphomet, my nigga.
It's a picture size an 8x10
Wow.
on her 10x12.
That's crazy.
Of a Baphomet, which is back in the day. Let me try to explain. They use it for the Templars, the Knights Templars, that and the third. Well, today, they, like anything else, they've changed it. They've turned everything around. What's old is now new. What's wrong is now right. So this is the same thing. So it's a goat, which is transitioned to be both a male and a female. One hand goes up to God, one hand goes down to Satan. And this is who they all
Worship.
Every
I seen Kanye with a Baphomet shirt on.
last one of them.
They all bow down to the Baphomet.
So she has it on her. I think it's gross. It's highly disappointing. It's scary, and it's allegiance. When you show allegiance to any god, and a person can be a god. Beyonce is a god of this earth. When you put your allegiance and all of that into that, and you stamp it on your ass, that's it. I can't take it. I mean, you actually went on and sold her soul.
Yeah.
And it's facts. Well,
It's
I would go
facts.
to her house, refuse to stay in her house. While I was there, I went through a
Spooky.
cabinet in there. When I looked up, and this was what got me out of her house last time I was there, and I've never been back. I looked up and I saw something, and I just backed up and was like, y'all just don't even want to know. It went real bad. It went real bad. When I saw that, it went bad. So what I saw was a globe-like thing, what do you call it? Like a crystal ball? A round ball, and it sat with a Baphomet under it, and it had this black inside, like
Fucking weird ass shit.
As you heard for yourself, Tokyo Tony said her daughter's a worshiper of the horned beast Baphomet. She also went on to expose the entire industry by saying that they all worship Baphomet as well. Tokyo Tony even stated that her daughter had Baphomet tattooed on her backside.
I had no idea that she had a tattoo of a Baphomet on her back, y'all.
To show her alliance to
That's
the demon.
wild.
She also tells an interesting story about finding a Baphomet crystal ball Blac Chyna uses for her rituals. This alone should prove to the world that all this occult imagery isn't for show. It isn't for shock value or to be cool. They have these occult objects at their homes that the public don't see. This is not for the cameras. This is not for shock value. It's
Right.
who they worship and follow. The fact that Blac Chyna has Baphomet tattooed lets you know everything you need to know about her. Like her mother said, she sold her soul to the horned deity, just like the rest of Hollywood. Tokyo Tony also tries to explain to the interviewers what Baphomet is, telling them how the deity traces all the way back to the Knights Templars. She was right with some of what she was saying, but not all. Baphomet is a deity that is worshipped by occultists all around the world. The worship of the deity traces all the way back to the Knight Templars, who were actually destroyed for the worship of Baphomet. Some of the Knight Templars were able to escape, especially one Grandmaster, Jacques de Molay, who the Masonic de Molay
Jacques,
organization
is that
is
you?
named after. Jacques and the rest of the remaining Templars became the original Freemasons. The reason the Templars worship Baphomet is because he represents Lucifer's ideology.
Yeah, I did not know that. So the ones who escaped, they became Masons and continued on the tradition.
Of
That's
duality
crazy.
and moral freedom, which means those who follow Baphomet see themselves as gods. They don't need to worry about sin. Baphomet is always shown doing the as above shall below pose, which represents as in heaven shall be on earth, meaning those who follow Baphomet will live their paradise on earth at the cost of their souls. So
Shit,
many
fuck
celebrities
that.
have shown admiration to Baphomet, like Kanye West, Rihanna, Jack Black, and Elon
Beyonce
Musk. It's
too.
literally all over Hollywood, as this is who Hollywood serves.
I never seen that. Or Elon.
Like I've mentioned many times in the past, all of these celebrities are disciples of Crowley, and Crowley himself was
crazy,
a worshiper
dog.
of Baphomet. What Tokyo Tony revealed is just more confirmation on what we already discovered on this channel. Blac Chyna has taken the oath and has chosen to align herself with Baphomet so she can have her paradise on earth, just like Crowley. Sadly, the occultists that run our world have been building Baphomet's kingdom here on earth. Like we recently saw with the Brazil Carnival, they have tricked the entire world to worship Baphomet,
Crazy.
and the masses just do it blindly. No one
Yeah, everybody's just partying, celebrating, with a whole Baphomet out there.
questions all the
Thugging.
satanic imagery being displayed. No one even takes the time to look into it. Whenever everybody brings up the fact that the Satanism has been ramped up, people just call it a conspiracy theory. But it's not a conspiracy theory when we
It's right in front of your face, y'all.
keep seeing people from inside of the industry come out and expose it. These celebrities all worship Baphomet. You know, when we saw Tokyo Tony a few weeks back talking about her daughter joining the Illuminati, how she was so worried about her daughter, I'm pretty sure most people just brushed her off. But now
That's
she
what I
went a
said.
step further. She took it a step even further. Decided to call out not only her daughter, but the rest of the industry, and then point to the fact that they all worship Baphomet. You know, we've said this so many times. I've pointed out the fact that Crowley is the one these celebrities worship. Crowley is the one that's influenced so many of these people. And it's interesting because Crowley said that he was going to bring in the Order of the Aeon. And this is exactly what the Order of the Aeon is. The world where everyone openly worships Lucifer and where it's accepted. The Satanic Temple is an organization and is not even looked frowned upon. We have gotten to the place where a satanic organization like the Satanic Temple exists, where people openly worship Lucifer and openly give their worship to the devil. This is what the Order of the Aeon represents. And it was very interesting is that we know what company Blac Chyna kept. She was around rappers like Tyga. She was around celebrities like the Kardashians. This is the people that she's been associated with. So when her mother is talking about her daughter being associated with these devil worshippers, who do you think she's talking about? She's talking about these very people.
I don't think this is Blac Chyna's first time being involved in this stuff. Obviously, like you said, she's been around for a long time
She
in
got
the
experience.
industry, and you know, in order to be up there, you have to participate in the stuff that they do.
You got me
and
fucked
back
up.
to what Tokyo Tony said about the whole entire everything being flipped right now, we are actually living that in this
We
day
are.
and age. People actually get glorified for doing bad stuff.
Yes, and the fake is being celebrated, the real is being suppressed. And then we also have evil being celebrated, right? Bad being celebrated. And the truth and the light, you know, getting stuffed down. So
Like the
it's
drill
sad
rappers,
to see.
every time they do something wrong, their fans are glorifying them. And I think, you know, Blac Chyna is in that era where she wants to have more than what she has. Because, yeah, everybody knows Blac Chyna, but I don't think that she has the fame that she wants.
And the sad thing about it is no amount of fame, fortune, money, hoes, clothes, jewelry, booty shakers, whatever, right? There is no amount that will make you feel good inside. And that's why you see a lot of these celebrities off themselves, all right? Strung out on drugs, not knowing how to deal with themselves, not knowing how to live with themselves. A lot of them don't sleep, right? Imagine the things that they had to do, the rituals, the sacrifices, right? Everything that they had to do to get in it, and everything they had to do to stay in it, and everything they're gonna have to do to either rise above, rise up in the ranks, or to even just stay in the shit, bruh, right? So you're doing all of this shit. And then you're realizing it doesn't matter how much more fame I get, right? It's a temporary high, and then you're back to feeling like shit again. So they have really been tricked, swindled for their souls, y'all. At least we didn't sell our souls. Thank God, right? At least we're not in their predicament, because they're going to find out one way or another that it doesn't matter how much success, fame, none of that you have. You're still going to be empty inside, right? Your spirit is going to be used by demons. Your spirit is not yours anymore, right? So, like, I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather live free. I don't give a fuck how much money, whatever they come to me with. I'm not for it, because I'm not losing myself. I'm not losing my soul. That's the most precious thing about me, man. And the most precious things about you, the most rich, right, and abundant treasures that you have are stored within you. They're not outside in this external world. That's what they want you to think. That if you get the money, cars, and clothes, and fame, and all of that, man, you're going to be happy. No, nigga. All of that shit comes from within. True happiness comes from within. So if you go out there and they sell you on that dream, you're going to be very, very, very depressed that you did. And that's why you see all of these celebrities looking crazy as fuck after X amount of time, right?
I think she wants more than what she has. What we're seeing her do now, I feel like is her way of trying to break through that surface level and become a bigger star. So we are going to be seeing a lot more symbolism from her, I believe.
That's a very good point that you made a few seconds ago when you mentioned how everything has been inverted. If we look at it, that's what Satanism is, though. That's what Lucifer goal has
crazy,
been
though.
from the beginning. He's flipping everything and turning good into bad and bad into good. That has been his goal, and that's what he's been doing the entire time. And also, I believe Blac Chyna has been a part of the Masonic Order for a long time now. I don't think this is something recent.
This ain't new.
What I think that's going on
Yeah, she was fucking with Rob Kardashian. Like, this shit is not new.
is that her mother just recently discovered it or started seeing the signs for herself because she wasn't really in the industry prior. To think that she's able to go into her house and discover all these things, that's one thing that blew my mind, because these people think that these people just do all this satanic stuff on camera for, shock value, for clout, for attention. We just saw with Tokyo Toni that Blac Chyna has this satanic stuff hidden in her own home. So she comes home to this stuff and uses this stuff at home, away from the cameras, away
Fucking
from the
weirdo.
public eye. Just showing that this is what she's into, showing that this is truly what she actually practices. This is who she worships. Baphomet worship is a real thing, and it's gone back to the Knight Templars. The Knight Templars became the Masons. Jacques, which was the Grand Master of the Templars, he escaped when the Templars were being destroyed, and he managed to hide and then create the Masonic Order. That's why the Masons and the Templars are intertwined. Within Freemasonry, there's Templar degrees, and especially, like I mentioned earlier, the child organization for Freemasons that's called the De Molay organization is actually named off of a Templar, Jacques de Molay. All of the information is in the open, and the Freemasons can deny that they don't worship Baphomet all they want, but they've already been accused of it several times. This is what Freemasonry represents, enlightenment. And as Crowley just stated, the person who's given enlightenment to them is Lucifer. That's why they look at him in the way they do.
So that's why I always say take time to connect with God. Connect with yourself. Listen to your inner intuition. That is God. God is within you. Stop looking outside of yourself for God, right? God is within. Tap into that God within you, right? Because it's crazy out here, man. When you open your eyes and you see what's going on in the world, it's crazy. So we don't spend enough time closing our eyes, right? And making that connection to source, making that connection to God, making the connection to ourselves to figure out, what do I need to do? What is my spirit telling me to do? What's the move, right? What is the move? Because this shit right here is crazy, man. You have to be raising your vibration, and you have to have a strong relationship with God, man. You have to, especially nowadays.
Glorify the evil. But that's just another example that shows that good has been flipped to bad and bad has been flipped to good.
Yeah.
They inverted everything just like they do with the cross. This is what Crowley meant when he said he was going to bring in the order of the Aeon. He's managed to convince the people that God doesn't exist. The only God on earth is you.
It's crazy.
You do what you want and get what you want. And that's what the whole entire system of the occult represents.
And I think it's just really crazy because, all of this that's going on now, all of the stuff that we're seeing today, how everything has been flipped, this is not something that happened one day to the next. This is something that they've had in the works, literally planning for decades upon decades, manipulating us, conditioning us, getting us to fall in line.
Us.
And we have, unfortunately, fell victim to that each and every time. And we have done exactly what they wanted to. And this is why our world has gotten to the way that it has gotten to.
Very true. Back to the Tokyo Toni. What's interesting to me about the Tokyo Toni situation is that I think that they're just letting her talk because of the simple fact that most people aren't even going to believe her at this
Right.
point. The Masons know that the world is too conditioned. You bring up any truth, you show them any proof of the Masons running the world, and people just say that they don't believe in that Illuminati stuff. So the Masons have succeeded. The Masons have achieved their goal of...
And then at the same time, it's like, okay, even though more and more people are believing it, what the fuck are they going to do? Type a comment? Express their frustrations through a comment? Let's be honest, y'all. What literally can anybody do about it? Nothing. We can't save Blac Chyna. We can't save Blac Chyna's mom. We can't do shit about it. Right? So that's why I say it's always so important to work on your connection with God, with yourself. All right? Because we cannot change anything on the external. We can only change ourselves. We can only connect with ourselves and connect with God. All right? Stop trying to connect to everything else outside of you and start connecting to yourself. That's where your power is. There's too much fucked up shit going on in this world, and we can't put all of our capes on and be Superman, Superwoman, right? But we can save ourselves by connecting with the God within, man.
Tricking the masses, of having the masses think that everything that questions the way things work is a conspiracy theory. And they've tricked the people to believe the Masons have no power, when historically, and still to this day, the Masons run Hollywood, politics, the music industry. This is not just...
Even religion. They're even running religion. And, it's crazy because, like he said, anybody who questions what happens, right, in the system, we get called conspiracy theorists, right? We're taught to not question God, but why not, right? Why not? Why can't I question God? They don't want you to question anything because they want to give you this information. They want you to accept it. They program you to accept it. Just like when the slaves came over, they beat Christianity into us, right? Program that into us, and now we're some of the most devout Christians that you will see out here. Not saying that there's anything wrong with Christianity. I don't want you guys to get it messed up. Believe in what you want to believe in wholeheartedly and truly. Just make sure that you believe in something. That's what I believe in, right? But like I always say, it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what nationality. It doesn't matter what creed. It doesn't matter what sex, what gender, whatever you are, right? As long as you love yourself and you love the people around you and you're raising the vibrations of love on this earth, guys, that's what God is. That's what God wants. Fuck all the, you know what I'm saying? That's a simple way of looking at it, guys. God equals love. God is love, right? God is not fear. God is love. And that's what I believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But since I know that God is love, I know that first I got to start with me. If I don't love me, I ain't got nothing to, give to other people, because my cup is not full. My cup is not runneth over, right? So I need myself to be full, so I am overflowing, so I can spill onto other people and make a difference in the world and rise and raise the vibrations here on this earth while I'm here. Make a positive impact and difference on people. But the first person that you need to work on is yourself, loving yourself. And anybody who loves themselves and spills that onto other people to raise the vibrations here on this earth, man, that's the religion I'm with. That's all I got to say on that.
This is the land of the free. This is the land of the free and accepted Masons.
Slavery.
Honestly, we must pray for
the land of
Tokyo
slavery.
Toni, because what she's currently doing, I feel like it might cost her everything. The people that she's talking about, the stuff that she's saying, they're not going to take lightly to this. This is the type of stuff they wipe people out for. Well, that's it for this episode.
If they do something to her, guys, it's going to be something weird, some type of freak accident, right? And on top of that, it's not going to be no time soon, right? Because then everybody's going to be like, oh, she talked too much. Now she's gone. Okay, it's going to raise a lot of people's, awareness to that. This was a long ass fucking video, man. Let me know how you guys feel. Prayers go out for Blac Chyna's mom. And, I can't imagine being a mother and having my daughter or son in the industry, knowing what I know about the industry, right? Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. And also let me know, as a mother or a father, if you're a guy that watch my channel, man, how would you guys feel? Like, what would you do as a mother or father knowing that your baby girl is too far gone, right? What would you do? I think Blac Chyna's mom is doing the best thing that she can, which is staying the fuck away from her daughter. Let me know how y'all feel. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell the Angel Mama to tell the Uncle Joey. Still a haul. See you guys in the next motherfucking video. And I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.